are again. First match day away, well, first away day of the season. Adam Matic is back. And yes, it is a big one. We got 2 in a row started this season, Tottenham and then Arsenal. I've just been coming in there, drove in, got on the tube, tubed it into Tottenham Hale. We're here now. I'm just looking at, obviously because there's no reception on the underground, but looking at all the news and everything coming out. You're looking at Matchday United, you're looking at team news, early team news, who's on the bus. It's not, it's been overshadowed by Mason Greenwood talk. Again, off the pitch antics going on, how the club is run. United now doing a U-turn on the announcement of Greenwood, and we're now hearing from what was pretty common knowledge from what was reported last week on Mason Greenwood coming back into United. It now looks like the club have done a complete 180 and he isn't going to be coming back to United. It just, again, just puts more pressure on what happens on the pitch. We didn't need this today. We're already playing pretty bad from the first game. We need everything just concentrated on the football side of things. But yet again, off the pitch, United and how the club is running is taking over everything that's going on right now. There's a bit of time, we're going to get something to eat before kick-off. Hopefully we can start concentrating on what's going on the pitch, get behind the Reds today, and hopefully we get this result which we need. Let's start the season strong away from home, especially against one of the so-called top 6 teams, which we was massively criticised for last season. But like I said, that's football talk done for now. It's time for a bit of a walk, a bit of food, and a bit of a chill before the storm. Calm before the storm.
Yeah, I hate to say that's more
Okay, we made it inside the Spurs stadium and the team has dropped, and not much to talk about except the shock of everyone around Spurs stadium, the shock of everyone walking in there. We kept the same team that was dismal against Wolves. I think everyone's looking at the only reason Ten Hag would pick that is a case of, well, plenty of players with plenty to prove after that dire performance. So yes, as it was against Wolves, I thought Anthony might drop out, but Garcho could have dropped out. It could have been anything on that front line. I do think that the midfield needed to stay the same though, so I think it needs time to gel. I do expect Bruno to probably play a little bit deeper today though, probably be more of an 8 than what Mount is. I think Mount will work better further up the field, so for me, I would just say, let's give this team a chance. But there are going to be a lot of questions and a lot of unhappy people if this result goes the wrong way, especially after that team had the opportunity to be changed by Ten Hag going in there. But let's see. Time will tell. Pick up on Monday. Okay, half time, and again, you can take some positives. It was better than the Wolves game, I think we'll say that. But Spurs finished stronger when we were the team that were in the ascendant there. We were the team on top until Oliver started booking anyone for doing anything. Gave Spurs momentum, and their midfield just started walking through our midfield again. I mean, Bruno booked for dissent or just asking the ref a question, or I don't know. It looked like he was being a bit aggressive with it, typical Bruno style. And now he's in the book. Anthony's in the book. I think we've got one other player in the book as well. I can't remember who that is now, but yeah, you look at it and you go, well, right now, even Steven up until that last flurry from Spurs. I mean, defensively we've been rock solid. I mean, Anana's had to make a few saves, but honestly, if United United, 94 was actually were able to finish or hit a shot on target. 14 shots, 3 on target. It's the same story every single week. Spurs have got more possession, but you can tell there we're getting in positions, it's not sticking, we haven't got that final ball, we haven't got that finish. We should have had a penalty, that was the most blatant handball ever, and it's like the guy who just said next to me then. It's simply because we didn't give that one for Wolves on Monday night. I think we've had it evened up already 2 games into the season. The biggest thing I can take from that half is this new yellow card format has definitely caused problems. I think I've seen 3 red cards in other games already today so far. I can't see this one the way it's going, and the way he's booking people, I can't see it going without anyone having a player sent off. It's just kind of killing it a little bit. And the refs have got too much power because it's like you can't even question them on anything. Literally, we were on top until Oliver had that moment there where he just went power crazy. Started booking Bruno, bringing him into the middle, threatening to send him off. United have to be sharp on. Defence, I'm alright with. Decent. Midfield is better than what it was at Wolves. Not great, but better. Casemiro's definitely a bit fitter and he's on it today. Bruno hit and miss. Mount's getting a bit... He's been tighter. I'll say nothing spectacular, but tighter. Forward line, Garnacho just cutting in too much instead of going to the byline. He needs to do something different. Anthony, the same, cutting in. No one's going to the byline and crossing the ball. It's like we're waiting for fullbacks to come around. When you just take it upon yourself, do something different. And Rashford's not a number 9. I'll keep saying it. Get him on the left. If you have to change it up, change it up. I just need Martial, a normal striker, in at number 9, and let's see what Rashford can do on the left, because I think that Moro is there for the taking. So we'll see if he changes anything. I doubt it. Maybe 15 minutes in, I'll just tweeted that out now. I said 15 minutes. If they're not doing anything different, we need to change it. Again, it just can't hit the target. The keeper is poor for Spurs. He's just not challenged him. Oh God, here we go again. Oh, depressed. Deflated. I've lost completely out of words. I mean, to start a season off the way we've started after so much promise with transfers coming in, and then the lull of what's happening in the window. And I talked about this before. I talked about how important a good result is on the pitch because of everything that's going on off the pitch. Now on the pitch, we just don't see any progression. Now you're going to see a reaction by this team next Saturday against Nottingham Forest. I'm pretty certain we will see a reaction from this team. That's all good. But it counts for absolutely jack shit because the following week we play Arsenal and we will lose. And then you're looking at us making exactly the same start as we did last season. 6 points after 4 games. Yeah, it was good and we came back from a bad start. We've got to stop having to come back from bad starts to get reactions. How about taking the initiative? How about actually playing your game and taking it to teams? How about having a style of play? How about actually implementing that style of play and making progress through a season? We've just gone backwards from last season. Ten Hag's talking about getting more from his players. He gave them a chance. I've backed Ten Hag all the way through last season with performances like that. Then players have let him down. If he plays the same team against Nottingham Forest next week, I'm going to be devastated. I am. They don't deserve the chance to be playing after performances like that. And Ten Hag, you had a full 90 minutes with Marcus Rashford pretty much as number 9. That is on you. That is on you for playing Rashford at 9. I'll ask the question, if I was there, I was at that press conference after that game there, I don't care how much of a bad mood he's in, and it was quite embarrassing that he went on the pitch after and went to Oliver and got the yellow card in my opinion. And I love Ten Hag, everyone knows I love him, and he is the right man for us going forward. But please Ten, don't fall into the Unitedness. I called it that on the road trip coming in, the way he was talking about not making signings, bringing Johnny Evans in, there's another player. Honestly, how many points are you willing to lose by testing certain players in certain positions? It's the 2nd season in. We should know. We should know how we're playing, who's playing where. The round pegs in the square holes. My God, when them substitutions came in the second half, I didn't know he was playing where. We went straight back to Newcastle. Last season it was exactly the same. Hit and hope. That's all that was there today. Someone do something and let's react from it. If that penalty went in, which it was a penalty, yes it was. Maybe Wolves was as well. Maybe we've sort of come full 180 already on that one and we've got what we deserved from last week. In fact, we did get what we deserved from last week because we should have lost at Wolves and we deserve to lose today again. If that penalty goes in, it's a different game, but there's a difference. If we score first, then that's great. This team is a different ballgame altogether. Rashford looks sharp, Anthony's doing tricks and flicks, Garnacho looks like the next best thing from the academy again. But no, if we don't score first, again, then this mentality in these players changes completely. I just don't understand it. I mean, it's an all new low when you've got Spurs fans. I mean, I think I've seen every single away fan in this division now walk past us after games, laughing at us, talking about how crap we are. I never thought I'd see it here at White Hart Lane, or at the Spurs Stadium, whatever you want to call this place. I mean, it's an all new low, having Spurs fans walk past laughing at us. It is. We're about to listen to Newcastle against Manchester City coming home. It'll be a different ball game altogether. Do you know what I mean? We're talking about managers here in O'Neill and Ange Postecoglou. We've been in the door 5 minutes and you can already see what they're doing. Ten Hag is the right manager. Why are we not seeing what we want to do with this team? Why? There's so many questions that need answering from this team right now and this club, let alone the carnage that's going on off the pitch. It's now really sinking into what is going on the pitch. We should be celebrating us going forward here. It was a promising summer in terms of players brought in. We wanted more. Maybe this will knee-jerk us into actually getting more, because that midfield, dear God, it's been absolutely diabolical so far this season. Thank God for the defence just for holding out, basically. And it is holding out. Last ditch, that is it. I said to someone there then, I said, it doesn't matter who plays in that forward line, there's no cohesion. I've seen one moment there where Martial actually went to close someone down. Yes, he did, he moved. And he looks around and Sancho was 50 yards behind him, and Martial had 3 players he was trying to cover. What do we do? What are we doing on the training ground? What is going on? It doesn't matter about what's going on in terms of the system, because there's no cohesion in that front line. How many times have I said it? We cannot score goals until the forwards are fixed and we've got a player that can actually hold the ball up and a player on a focal point we can work from. We are never going to get anywhere. We're not going to get any better. Rashford, get out on the left. Garnacho needs to go back on the bench, and Palestra needs to not be sent on loan. It would be absolutely criminal. And you know what? Listening to a lot of United fans coming out of there, if he is sent out on loan and this continues on the pitch, he's just going to send this fan base deeper and deeper into depression. I was talking to people and one of the members from the 58, and everyone knows we don't get on well. Everyone knows there's a bit of bite between the two groups, the channels, 58 and everything. And we actually had a civil conversation. It was good, and I thank Jodie for coming over and talking to me. Talking about the sitting at Nottingham Forest. That Nottingham Forest game is going to hold a lot. It is going to be big. I think we will get a reaction from the players. There will be that statement from the fan base. And it's all good and all well. But again, it just seems to take too long for anything to have any impact at this football club anymore. The standards are dropping and dropping. Ten Hag, he's there, he's fighting it, It's like in the middle of a squat. He's almost got it and it's just dropping down because it's too heavy. The burden and what this football club is, the weight is too heavy. No one can cope with it while this ownership is in place at this football club. I'm lost for words as to how bad we have started this season and how much of a high we went in terms of what looked like progression in the transfer market. The start of the season, I've just been completely sent straight back down to the away days of 2 seasons ago. He talked about us getting better at home, better away from home. That's where we have to change this season. It counts for nothing, that result against Nottingham Forest. It really doesn't. It's a good day and we will get the reaction. I know we will. If we don't, then I will give up. But it counts for now, because the following week it's Arsenal away and this team is not good enough. I said last season, 3rd was the absolute ceiling for this squad. We can't go any more. We need players in. Onana, brilliant, kept us in the game today, superb, great signing. Mason Mount looks lost in that midfield. Højlund, good God, I can't believe the pressure that's going to be heaped on a 20-year-old's shoulders right now as a saviour for us going forward. It's absolutely ridiculous that we're actually putting that on to this young lad. God help him. We need to get behind him and give him the support he needs. Stop messing around with the team, Eric. Stop, please. Please just play players where they are best. It needs to be, and Palestra needs to stay. I'm going to go on forever. I'm just going to finish it there. Guys, like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you thought about that shower. Drop your comments in below. Cheers for watching. Thanks, everybody.